Repetition is the key to Alzheimer's, not memory. That's right. Repetition is the key to Alzheimer's, not memory. Study, study, study makes people think you're smart. In fact, it does the opposite. The more you favor one track of thought, the more the other potential tracks get eliminated by the little eaters in the brain that, like the Pac-Man of the 70s arcade game, go around eating up what isn't used. The key to memory is to involve the repetitive element you need to retain what subject matter you need to memorize within completely randomized sets of stimuli. That way you come out with your subject, yes, but more importantly, you also come out with the mental capacity to use it. All right, let's recap this. Okay, recapping. Okay, watch out for the cap gun. Oh, it's a Capistrano. Come back! Ow! It's a boomerang hat. Boomerang. It always comes back. Ah, no, my mistake. It's a lemon meringue. Watch this one. That's a lemon meringue. That's the merengue. All right. I think that's more like a rumba, isn't it? There's rumba at the top. Happy conga line, huh? Okay. Anything but studying. I was terrible at studying, man. I'd go through this every time. You know, I mean, all right, you go like out to the some of these ghetto schools, where they have to have, metal detectors at the entrance, so the kids go through, they, and they're in there, they can't stand it. They can't stand being in school. They can't study. Um, uh, yeah, they're getting terrible grades compared to some rich kid school way off in the burbs somewhere in some, like country club atmosphere. But you know what? I'll tell you, those folks down there in that ghetto school, they're being honest. That's the canary in the coal mine. They may not have their subject down, but they're going to have their minds. They're going to have a brain left. This whole thing is not as it appears. The appearance is just the surface. It's deceptive. You've got to go beneath. Repetition is the key to Alzheimer's, not memory. Study, study, study makes people think you're smart. In fact, it does the opposite. The more you favor one track of thought in your brain, the more the other potential tracks get eliminated by the little eaters in the brain that, like the Pac-Man of the 70s arcade game, go around eating up what isn't used. And then it's disposed of. It goes through the spinal column into the urinary tract. They're literally pissing their brains out. You thought that was because they drank so much in school. No, those frat parties and everything. they're they're studying. Their much study has become a weariness of the brain. It has gotten rid of a lot of their capability. I mean, appearance of intelligence can be one hell of an illusion. Who's fooled by that? Who's fooled by that? You try to go downtown, man, where these guys still have their brains. And they're going to look and say, whatever, man. They used the female dog word. You know, it's like bite your tongue. Okay, so anyway, okay, the fact is it's just the opposite. You know, the packman scenario. Okay, the key to all right, if you're going, you have to have a little bit of education here. You got to get through this stuff. It involves knowledge, but you want to get the knowledge, okay, but still keep the other parts of your brain so you can correlate the knowledge. It's the wisdom. You don't want a conflict between um, knowledge and reason. Okay, so the key to memory is to involve the repetitive elements you need to retain what subject matter you need to memorize, but within a completely randomized set of stimuli, or within completely randomized sets of stimuli. That way you come out with your subject, yes, but more importantly, you also come out with the mental capacity to use it. Like the old cowboy from the 50s, hop along capacity. You can hop along with that capacity, man. And your capacitators will be capacitated to the capitization of the non-caps, cap gun, capistranos, etc., that are singing along with the sopranos and with the piano, playing pianos that are called el grandos. Okay, why not? We owe everybody else.